Little town, it's a quiet village, every day like the one before. Little town, full of little people, waking up to say...
You're nothing but trouble.
Well, pretty much. Hi everybody, this is Starman. Welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim Special Edition. You'll note we are back in the village of Riverwood, where it all began. Well, almost where it all began.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Yep, there's our buddy Findle, who helped us through those early levels and early dungeons so well. But we are here to come to the Sleeping Giant Inn in search of a friend. Not the sort of friend that can be negotiated for an hourly rate.
I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers.
Yes, I'd like to rent the attic room.
Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home. So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about.
Wait, there's more than one?
I think you're looking for this.
What?
We need to talk. Follow me.
Well, wait, can't we talk here? Okay, completed. Meet whoever took the horn, but return the horn to Arngeir.
Close the door. Now we can talk.
Huh. You know, you could have asked me to ask for the basement room. And then just, I think we ran across a copy of this earlier, but I didn't read it. The Book of the Dragonborn by Prior Emily Murdrine, Order of Talos, Wayland Priory. Many people have heard the term Dragonborn. We are, of course, ruled by Dragonborn emperors, but this is not the true meaning of the true meaning of the term is not commonly understood. For those of us in the Order of Talos, this is a subject near and dear to our hearts, and in this book I will attempt to illuminate the history and significance of those known as the Dragonborn, down through the ages. Most scholars agree that the term was first used in connection with the Covenant of Akatosh, when the Blessed Saint Elisa was given the Amulet of Rings, and the dragon fires in the Temple of the One were first lit. Akatasha, looking with pity upon the plight of men, drew precious blood from his own heart, and blessed Saint Alicia with the blood of dragons, and made a covenant that as long as Alicia's generations were true to the dragon blood, Akatosh would endeavor to seal tight the gates of oblivion, and to deny the armies of Daedra and undead to their enemies, the Daedra-loving Aelites. Those blessed by Akatosh with the dragon blood became known more simply as the Dragonborn. The connection with the rulers of the Empire was thus there from the beginning. Only those of the dragon blood were able to wear the Amulet of Rings and light the dragon fires. All the legitimate rulers of the Empire have been Dragonborn, the emperors and empresses of the first Sidroloic Empire, founded by Alicia, Ramon, Cyrodiil, and his heirs. And of course Tiber Septim and his heirs, down to our current emperor, His Majesty Pelagius Septim IV. Because of this connection with the emperors, however, the other significance of the Dragonborn has been obscured and largely forgotten by all but scholars and those dedicated to the service of the Blessed Talos, who was Tiber Septim. Very few realize that being Dragonborn is not simply a matter of heredity, being the blessing of Akatosh himself. It is beyond our understanding exactly how and why it is bestowed. Those who become emperor and light the dragon fires are surely Dragonborn. The proof is in the wearing of the amulet and the lighting of the fires. But were they Dragonborn and thus able to do these things, or was the blessing of Akatosh descending upon them? All we can say is that it is both and neither a divine mystery. In other words, total bullshit. The line of Septims have all been Dragonborn, of course, which is one reason for the simplistic notation of it being hereditary has become so commonplace. But we know for certain that the early Sidorilic rulers were not all related. There is also no evidence that Ramon Cyrodiil was descended from Alicia, although there are many legends that would make it so. Most of them date from the time that Ramon, and likely and likely attempts to legitimize his rule. We know that the Blades, usually thought of as the Emperor's bodyguards, originated in Akari Crusaders, who invaded Tamriel for obscure reasons in the late First Era. They appear to have been searching for a Dragonborn. The events at Pale Pass bear this out, and the Akari were the first to proclaim Riemann Cyrodiil as Dragonborn. In fact, it was the Akarvi who did the most to promote his standing as Emperor, although Riemann himself never took that title in his lifetime. And of course, there's no known hereditary connection between Tiber Sept and many of the previous Dragonborn rulers. However, there can be more than one Dragonborn at any time is never a mystery. The Emperors have done their best to dismiss this notion, but of course the Imperial succession itself means that at the very least there are 2 or more potential Dragonborn at any time, the current ruler and his or her heirs. The history of the Blades also hints at this, although there is little known of their activities during the interim between Riemann's empire and the rise of Tiber Septim. Many believe that the Blades continued to search out and guard those who they believed were or might be Dragonborn during this time. Lastly, we come to the question of the true meaning of being the Dragonborn. And connection with dragons is so obvious that it almost has been forgotten in these days when dragons are a distant memory. We forget that in the early days, being Dragonborn meant having the dragon blood. Some scholars believe that was meant quite literally, although the exact significance is not known. The Norse tell tales of Dragonborn heroes who were great dragon slayers able to steal the power of dragons they killed. Indeed, it is well known that the Akarvi sought out and killed many dragons during their invasion, and there is some evidence that this continued after they became Riemann Cyrodiil's Dragon Guard, again the connection to dragons, the direct descendant of the Blades of today. I leave you with what is known as the prophecy of the Dragonborn. It is often said to originate in Elder Scroll, though it is sometimes attributed to the ancient Akarvi. Anyway. Many have attempted to decipher it, and many have also believed that its omens have been fulfilled and the advent of the last Dragonborn was in hand. I make no claims to interpret prophecy, but it does suggest that the true significance of Akasha's gift to mortalkind has yet to be fully understood. When Misrule takes its place at the 8 corners of the world, when the brass tower walks and time is reshaped, when the thrice blessed fail and the red tower trembles, when the Dragonborn ruler loses his throne and the white tower falls, when the snow tower lies sundered, kingless bleeding, the World Eater wakes and the wheel turns upon the last Dragonborn. So yeah, that's the prophecy that we are part of.
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right.
You're the one who took the horn?
Surprised? I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless Innkeeper act.
Okay. I was expecting someone taller.
Good. The whole point of being in hiding is to appear to be someone you're not.
Okay, what do you want with me?
I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap.
Oh, okay, well you hate the Thalmor. You
Not
can't be
your
all bad.
enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out.
Okay, I'm listening.
Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you.
You let me into your secret lair and you're not sure I can be trusted. Yeah, I'm really feeling confident about your abilities as a whatever it is you are.
If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place.
You were a fool to let me in here. I've got backup. Okay, why did you take the horn?
I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing if not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant.
Thalmor plant, you mean like elfweed? And you said the Thalmor are after you.
Yes. We're very old enemies. And if my suspicions are correct, they might have something to do with the dragons returning. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might be Dragonborn.
I definitely am Dragonborn. So are you looking for the Dragonborn?
We remember what most don't. That the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer.
I am that
the
thing?
only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul.
Nom nom nom.
Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul?
I absorb some kind of power from the dragons, that's all I can say. That's none of your business. Yeah, I'm going to be as surly and rude as possible for reasons that will become apparent in dealing with this woman.
You're wrong. It is my business. You may be the only one that can stop these dragons. but you'll understand that soon enough.
So what's the part you're not telling me?
Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it.
What makes you think that the dragons are coming back to life?
I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty, and I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Okay, how do you figure this out?
You should know. You got the map for me from Bleak Falls Barrow. The Dragonstone was a map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, down in the Gerals near Riften. The one at Kynesgrove is next, if the pattern holds.
So where are we heading, even though she just said?
Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it.
I know that mountain high on the hill east of Kynesgrove because I have been there.
Good. Good. Now we won't have to spend time searching for it. We should get moving. There's no time to waste.
Let's go kill a
I
dragon.
need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready.
Yeah, I'm not going to give her a minute. We're just going to go on ahead.
That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynesgrove.
And now watch a dragon just suddenly appear out of nowhere as we're leaving the inn. Well, I thought it would happen. Anyway. Let's see, Kynesgrove. Yep. I don't know why the heck those guards fell down. That dragon is nowhere close to us, but... Yep.
What? Ah!
Salokunir, Zil Kurotova Ursa.
Take that, you scaly so-and-so.
Oh, Kadim!
Ah, okay, scripted event, we can't actually mess around with him. This one, however... Well, I would, except you don't even notice me behind you, plinking you in the butt with arrows. That does not exactly inspire fear.
It's to be a real fight then. Good.
Yes, it will be a real fight as you face plant your way into the earth. Hold on, hold on. I need to do my dramatic walking away. Can y'all get my way, please? I need to do my dramatic walking away from the fire like there's nothing going on thing. Close enough. You don't need to sound that astonished.
I owe you some answers, don't I?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back.
Yeah, spoiler, that's complete bullshit. Okay, who are you and what do you want with me?
I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them.
So we know about the dragons coming back.
Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here.
Oh, it's all about the black dragons now, isn't it?
What do you make of that?
Really? Where?
Anyway, seen that dragon before. It's one that attacked Helgen when Ulfric escaped from the Imperials.
Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it. We're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all.
I'd say it would be the big dragon I keep seeing every place. Blades, who are they?
Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days.
What name?
We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though.
Who?
For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now.
So, next move.
The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is.
And remind me again, who are the Thalmor? Why are the Thalmor after you? Yeah, I know who the Thalmor are, but what the heck?
The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back.
The Snooty Elves.
There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one.
Well, does anybody ever intend to lose a war, really?
Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else.
Your gut is
The
wrong!
Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor?
Well, the dragons.
Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong.
So we need to find out what the Thalmor know about the dragons. Any ideas?
If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia.
Yeah, you could stand one or a few things about, paranoia, letting some random guy who might be the Dragonborn into your secret lair, but anyway.
I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Okay.
I'm itching for a fight. We've made a bit of gold. Here, love, this is your share. No problem. I can carry a good bit of gear.
Here, honey, hold my bones.
All set. Let's go.
Alright, well, we could go right back there, but I think maybe we should check in with our good dear friends among the Greybeards. So we're going to climb all the way to the top of the world. As we do. And see if they know anything about the blades.
Ah, you've retrieved the horn of Jürgen Wimkel. Well done. You have now passed all the trials.
Woohoo!
Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn.
I'm itching for a fight. Certainly. Be careful.
Yeah, I'm gonna have me all.
You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push.
Yeah, I'm gonna have me all wait over here because, from what I remember,
My
the
mother was a
ceremony.
strong woman. She's the one who instructed me on my sword fighting techniques. Can you imagine?
There's a very good chance that them getting ready to do this will trigger her need to attack. Because, of course, the teaching of the word requires them shouting at me. And not in the usual shouting at me way.
With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. First, Master Wolfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Da.
Alright. So now I have a fully powered.
You have completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you.
Well, you're.
Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready.
Alright. Yeah. What's the dragon words for say it, don't spray it? Klaatu Barada Nana. Rickum Rackin' Fire Crackin' Sis Boom Ba.
You have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
Alright.
Sky above, voice within.
Okay, what was all that ceremony about? You shouting at me.
We spoke the traditional words of greeting to a Dragonborn who has accepted our guidance. The same words were used to greet the young Talos when he came to High Hrothgar, before he became the Emperor Tiber Septim.
What did that actually mean?
Ah, I sometimes forget you are not versed in the dragon tongue as we are. This is a rough translation. Long has the storm crown languished, with no worthy brow to sit upon. By our breath we bestow it now to you, in the name of Kine, in the name of Shore, and in the name of Atmora of old. You are Ysmir now, the dragon of the north. Hearken to it.
I'd like to know more about the voice.
You have learned so much already, Dragonborn. Growing your gift too quickly would be dangerous. But there are many words of power in Skyrim, carved in the dragon tongue. Even from here we can feel the Thum resonate from them. Finding these lost words would be a sufficient test to temper your abilities with experience. Ask when you are ready to search.
Yep. So from this point on, we can ask them
We have felt the whisper of a word.
for a location,
Give me
and
your
they will
map
tell us
and
of
I
a
will
dungeon
show
we
you
have not
where
been
its
to yet,
echo
where
can
we
be
can
found.
go and learn a new dragon ability. Ironbind Barrow. And when can I meet your leader, Parathax?
As I said, you will know you are ready when your voice can open the path to him.
Alright, so
Breath and focus.
nothing else here at the moment.
So what's the plan? I'm ready. Let's go.
Alright. And yeah, interesting book here. The Aldun Akatosh Dichotomy, Volume 7. Which basically this reveals something that will occur to us come to us later, but the dragon that is currently running around resurrecting the other dragons is the son of Akatosh, the god of time, the one who created the Dragonborn in the first place. So yeah, we have gotten dragged into the mother of all family squabbles, really. And now, before we close this chapter out, just for the fun of it, here at the height of the world, I am going to take a running leap off of the high mountain.
What? Nah!
Extreme! So, yeah. With that done, next time we will go back to Delphine and see what she has arranged for us regarding the Thalmor. We'll see you next time.